If you've played fantasy football before, then you are definitely familiar with the whole start-sit conundrum that plagues us all week, every single week during the football season, right? Who do I start? Who do I sit? Who do I leave on my bench? Who should I pick up? Who would be a good flyer? What's a cheap play that I can put into my DFS tournament lineups? And if you're like me, a lot of times those decisions haunt you all the way up until kickoff every Sunday. So if you've been there before, this is something that you absolutely need to see. This right here is Basement Brewed Fantasy Football's flagship product. It's called the Lineup Setting Heat Map, and it's something I've been working on for the last 2+ years. This is something that takes me 16+ hours every single week during the fantasy football season. But in short, it gives you everything that you could possibly need to make confident fantasy decisions on any player in any game in any week, all in one centralized location. So on the left side, you have all of the game information. Who is playing who? What's the over-under? What's the spread? How many points is every team expected to score? How do teams perform against individual positions, such as quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends? But you probably need to get more granular, right? Maybe you have a difficult decision involving Aaron Jones that's coming up, for example. Simply hover over that player's name or click on their name, and it's going to give you all of the stats, all of the facts, the insights, the analysis, anything that you could possibly need to make a confident decision on Aaron Jones specifically. It's going to talk about his game situation, whether or not it's going to be a shootout or a low-scoring game or a blowout. It's going to talk about how Aaron Jones has been performing lately. It's going to talk about how his backfield competition, A.J. Dillon, has been performing lately and whether or not there's a potential takeover coming. It's going to talk about how his opponent, the Cardinals in this case, have been performing. How have they been performing against running backs? And more importantly, how have they been performing against similar running backs? Similar meaning, is it a running back that gets 25 carries a game like Derrick Henry, or are they getting like 10 to 12 touches a game like Tony Pollard, right? So it's going to give you every bit of information, all the facts, all the stats, the insights, the analysis, anything that you could possibly need for any player, any game, any week. It's all right here, one centralized location on basementbrewedff.com. Cheers. This brew's for you.